I'm Christina, and I am here coming live from the coast of Maine to make you a really wonderful healing soup. Another delicious autumn soup, which is beet soup today. We have beets, we have garlic, onions, ground black pepper, delicious cream, the beet greens, and some butter. So, let me tell you about the beet. The beet is known as the ancient ancestors of the moon. The beet is one of the most beautiful, potent vegetables that we have here on the planet Earth. You can eat the greens, you can eat the entire beet, and you can put this part in the compost. So, beets grow underneath the earth. They're covered with the beautiful soil, so they stay all summer long and grow, and then right around this time, they're plucked from the earth to make delicious food for humans, some animals. So, the wonderful thing about beets is that they're filled with vitamins. They have vitamin B's in there, vitamin A, vitamin C. The leaves have more iron than spinach, if you can believe that. They're a little bit bitter. You can saute them with garlic and olive oil, but today we're going to put them in the soup. So, how would you cut this beet? Boy, this is a beauty. Round, round, round like the planet. Beautiful, beautiful beet. They're also a great liver tonic. They do so many things for you, and hardly anyone knows about beets. And the ones that do know about beets, maybe they eat a few every year. But I happen to know people that have changed and gotten completely into beets from eating my beet soup. So let's see what we can do today with the beets. We're gonna cut the beet. I like to cut off the little tail, put it in the compost, cut the greens off because we're gonna use them. And you see, look at this juicy, beautiful, beautiful color. So I'm gonna cut my beet in half, and then in half again. And then I'm just going to cut it so that it comes out with tiny little, beautiful, delicious squares. Look at how beautiful that is. The color is just intense. I mean, don't you want to just have a dress this color, or maybe bed sheets? So, so lively and decadent at the same time. I'm going to cut the other. You just make a nice pile of squares for your soup pot. Then take the greens, which are nice and crispy still because these have just come from the garden. Cut up the greens. Cut up the whole stem. Don't be afraid, because that's going to go in the soup too. And the thing about vegetables is you want to eat as much as the vegetable as possible, because that helps your whole body. The top of the vegetable, top of the vegetable is good for your head. The stems are good for your neck and your chest and your body. The whole beet or the whole vegetable is great for your center of your body and then downward. Remember, we're in the autumn season, so we're doing roots, and a beet is just a fabulous root. So we're going to come over here, and I'm going to show you how to put it together into a soup. So again, we have garlic and onions in our soup, which are delicious. We always start our soups off that way with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Pour it right into the pan. A couple tablespoons, coat the bottom of the pan with that. And then we'll start with our onions, with our garlic. And just watch that start to sizzle. So while this garlic is sizzling, I just want to let you know that I have put in my steamer 2 whole potatoes, peeled. That's steaming away. Those are going to get nice and soft. And you know, I don't like to peel vegetables, especially when they're organic, because the skin has incredible nutrients. But you'll see why I peeled these later. It's very exciting. So the garlic is simmering. I'm gonna add the onions. Then we're gonna stir those, because what we want is to have the onions and the garlic turn a nice translucent shade of onion. So we're gonna let that sizzle. Once that's cooked down, we can add the beets. So while the onions are cooking, I want you to meet my friend Rosemary. This is a beautiful aromatic rosemary plant. It's been outside all summer. I just brought her in. And I think because beets are just so wonderful and exotic, I'm gonna add a little rosemary to the soup. So I just pluck off a few needles. They're almost like pine needles. And she's gonna go in the soup with us. So we'll stick her here for now. Here we have our sizzle. Wonderful aroma. Oh, amazing. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of rosemary now, just for the flavor, just for the smell in the kitchen. So great. Let those cook down. Wonderful pot is sizzling away. Our onions are sauteing in the extra virgin olive oil, and we are going to throw in a lot of beets. I mean, look at these beets. So gorgeous. Watch this color change. Oh, this is magnificent. So I am just going to stir the beets. Mix them with the onions and garlic. Let them sit for a moment. Then, the most nutritious part is I'm going to throw in the greens. These are the beet greens, and they are fine to eat. So let's put them in. Saute the beet greens with the beets. Add 2 bay leaves, which I add to all my soup. A little bit of salt. And then agua fria, which is translated as cold water. Cover the vegetables with water. All you need to do. Tuck them in there nicely. And cover. And now we wait. See how it's coming to a boil? Let's take a look at it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So what we do now is add a little salt, a little bit of pepper, give it a stir, and cover it. Turn it down to simmer. And we'll let that cook down. Food, once again, is how lucky and fortunate we are that we have food, first of all. Secondly, that we have to breathe in our food and really feel the food when we eat it. And the best way to do that is to sit down, take a deep breath and let it out. And just feel where your body is before you start to eat. Remind yourself that it doesn't have to be fast-paced. You can eat slowly and enjoy it and fill your body up. That way everything digests properly and you feel good when you're finished. So we'll remember that when we have our soup today. Oh, remember the potatoes that we're steaming? They are ready. And we are going to take these out. Beautiful potatoes. Put them in the bottom of our bowl. Nice potato. Here is our beautiful soup. And as you can see, it's cooked down. The beets are soft. The beet leaves are smooth and green. We're going to take our handy dandy pureer and puree the beet soup. So we will puree the beet soup. magical color. There it is, pureed. So I am going to put some butter in this beet soup, but you don't have to put butter in it. You can just leave it if you want it dairy-free. Just leave it with the olive oil. Then we mix up the butter. Gives it that nice creamy taste. I think I'll put in a couple more pats of butter because I want it really creamy today. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this color. It's just unbelievable. So, now comes the fun part. We have our beautiful white bowl with the potato in the center. And I'm going to take the beet soup, pour it around the potato. Ah, magical. We take our cream. So here's our beautiful bowl of beet soup with cream and a potato. We take the pepper and just sprinkle it on top. Nice ground pepper, a tiny bit of salt, depending on if you like salt. And now we taste it. Oh my God. It's incredible. Oh. Now, I want to just show you what I remember from my days in that, from my evening, my one evening in that Polish restaurant in New York City, is that we had this wonderful soup and then just bite into the potato slightly as you eat the soup. Divine. One more bite. A little bit of potato, a little bit of soup. So delicious. This bowl of soup was filled with intentions of life, strong blood, love, love, love for everyone, everywhere, in every relationship, so that we can keep on passing the love along, peace and tranquility of life as we eat and cherish and breathe into our soup every day. So this week's soup is beet soup. You can have it with cream or without, and either way it's fantastic. Remember to go to the website intentionalsoup.com to find the recipe and to find a little bit more information on the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world of beets.